Alright, so I went and grabbed a bead. Of course you can put whatever beads you want to on the bottom. The beads I get most of them from Michael's, and they have all kinds of different designs. You of course want to look for the ones that have at least this big of a hole. If you grab a couple beads and take them into Michael's, you can compare and see which ones they have there and what size of hole you need. Otherwise, much smaller than this and you can't really get the paracord through. But the cool thing about Michael's is they have sales all the time. You can always get a 40% off coupon if you sign up for their email list. You'll pretty much always have one in your inbox. And then a lot of times throughout the year they'll do like 50% off. I even think one time they had 90% off of these beads, and I kind of loaded up on them. But that's where I get most of them, and they end up being pretty cheap when you find good deals on them. So as far as doing this goes, if you have a larger bead with a larger hole in it, you don't need to do what I'm about to do here. But the ones that have smaller holes and that are a little harder to get on. So first of all, give yourself a little bit of slack. I'll usually cut it about that far. And then you can see these still have the rope in them. This part is non-gutted. And so if you try to force this through, usually it's going to be too thick. You can kind of burn the ends to help you through there, but trust me, it's a little too thick. So what I do is I gut the end of it, so you can kind of slide the paracord part off of the rope, kind of give it a pull back like so. A lot of this I just learned just from messing around. I didn't kind of just made the stuff up on my own, so I don't know if there's better ways to do it, but this is how I did it. So peel back the other one, pull it back, cut it, and then a lot of times you get kind of these frays on the end, so to simplify it, I'll cut the frays off the end. Then use the old lighter, just melt it a little bit just so it straightens out to where you can get it to a point to where it's not all frayed, and then it catches the sides and you can't really get it through the bead. But just like that's fine. They kind of go to a point because I cut them diagonally to make it easier to fit through the bead. Then kind of do a twisting motion, stick it through there. You'll see it come out the other side, and grab both pieces and pull them through. Sometimes pliers helps with this. If you need to grab one end and pull it through, like this one, I probably need some pliers. So let me grab those. Some of the bigger ones you don't need to do this, but pull the bead all the way through to where it goes to the top, and do a very good job of gutting this one. Okay, so this one I didn't do a good enough job of pulling it up high enough to get it gutted. I can sit here and pull on it with 2 pairs of pliers. If you kind of pull it apart like this, you can get it to go all the way up. Just for the sake of time, I'm not going to do that. So pretend like I used the pliers to get it all the way up against the knot, which it's pretty close. Then all you do is you just cut the bottom, leave just a little tiny sliver because you want it to be enough to melt and to catch the bead so the bead doesn't slip off. So just kind of cut it like that. You have a little bit sticking out the bottom of the bead like so. Then melt that pretty good to where it can be completely pressed up against the bead. So at that point it's pretty good and melted. Usually just push it up against something metal so you don't destroy anything. And you'll see you get a flat little finish on there, keeps the bead on, and there you have the actual base part of the lanyard. It's as easy as that. Now I will grab the actual keychain itself to show you how I do that.